y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Moni if you are new, and welcome to a new tutorial. So this tutorial is going to be on this soft glam look. I'm always calling like all the looks that I do soft glam because I'm so in love with the soft glam looks. So first things first, I'm wiping off her face with the Micellar Water. It's the one with the pink top. And then I'm going in with the Kiehl's moisturizing facial cream to moisturize her skin, and then you'll see me use my beauty sponge to pat that all into her skin. So after I moisturize her face, I'm going in with the Toothpaste Hangover Replenishing face primer. I love that primer because it hydrates, smooth, and brightens the skin a lot, and it also plumps her skin up, leaving her skin looking nice and healthy and giving her like a nice complexion. To help lock in all of the products that I use on her face for skincare, I'm using the Milani setting spray, the 16-hour setting spray, and we are going in with face first today, y'all. I know this is different, and you know what, I love doing face first, especially because it gives me like a nice clean canvas, because sometimes I feel like whenever I do brows, like I have to do like a full makeup look or whatever. But anyways, I'm doing this soft glam, doing face first, and I'm using the NARS, of course. Come on now, you already know we use NARS. I'm using the NARS foundation in the shade New Caledonia and Macao. Macao is the lighter foundation that I am applying now in the center of her face, and then I'm using my Real Technique brush, and I'm just blending that all into her skin. Also, y'all, let's welcome this beauty to the channel. Her name is Kamara, and she's getting ready for her senior prom. She wanted a soft glam look because her dress was going to be doing all the talking for her, okay? So I'm really excited about this. I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and do face first because I know it's going to come out the softest, and I feel like it's going to go perfect with the look that she's going for. After we're done blending out her foundation, being sure that her foundation is nice and even, we're going to go in with concealer. I'm using two concealer shades. I believe I am using Tan Deep Sand and Deep Sand. So I'm using two concealers. The first concealer shade that I'm using is Deep Sand. I'm going to put that right up under her eyes, around her mouth, on her forehead, her nose, and maybe her chin. Yep, and her chin. And I'm also going to bring that up alongside of her eye, just so it can kind of help wing out her eye just a little bit more whenever I do her eyeshadow. I'm patting the lighter concealer directly up under her eye, so that way it'll give her eye a nice lift whenever I start to blend it out. And you know we love a bright under eye on this channel, so also giving her a nice bright under eye. And while I'm applying the concealer, I went ahead and carved out her brows at the bottom. I'm not going to do the top just because I want to keep it like nice and natural. For her contour, I mixed New Caledonia and a little bit of Namibia together just to give it a little darker color. So that way I can contour her face. I'm contouring her cheeks, her forehead, and her nose, and that's it. And before I blend out her contour and highlight, I'm going back in with the Milani setting spray just to be sure I lock in those products and her makeup lasts all day. I'm blending out the concealer under her brows before I blend out anything, only because if you have used Tarte Tape Shape Concealer before, it does dry down a little fast, and I wanted to keep that nice clean line up under her brows. When blending out your concealer, you want to be be sure that you blend out the edge of the concealer first and then work your way up under the eye, only because the edge of the concealer dries down the fastest and you don't want to have that chalky line or any streaks or anything in your makeup. So that's a tip for blending it out. Also, keep your foundation and your concealer brush in hand whenever you blend it out, just so you can get a nice seamless blend. So after I'm done blending out the edges of the concealer, I always tell my client to hold your head straight in the middle and look at the ceiling, so that way I can get all of those under eye creases, just to be sure that you're crease free. You know, who wants creases on their under eye? We love a nice, clean, smooth under eye. I am also using a new product today. I am using the One Size Beauty translucent powder, and I really like that powder. I find myself packing on a lot of it when I really don't need to. The little bit that you pack on, I feel like the setting powder, like as it mattifies under the eye, so you really don't have to apply as much as I did. I'm just extra, but I've learned how to use this product. So just tap on a little bit and it's going to mattify under the eye, so you don't have to do too much. After I set the concealer with setting powder, I'm going in with the Morphe contouring palette and I'm contouring and bronzing up her skin. So another thing about the One Size Beauty setting powder, it's very fine and thin, so whenever you use it, you'll see like it blends right into the skin, like it dissolves into her skin, which I really love, because I love carving out the contour, and sometimes with different powders, if it's too thick and too heavy, it'll leave that line there, and I hate it. Alright y'all, let's move on to the brows and eyes. So for her eye look is going to be very, very simple, and what gives the drama and that nice pop to her eyes is the liner, which is my favorite part of this tutorial. So I'm taking that same concealer that I used to cover her brows, and I'm tapping that all over her lid just to prep her eyes for the eyeshadow. And I'm using the Morphe brow pencil, micro brow pencil in the shade Java, to cover her brows. And I'm not doing anything crazy or anything dramatic to her brows. I'm just filling it in as I see it. I'm using the Juvia's Place Warrior 2 eyeshadow palette, and I'm taking the shade Yodit, but I'm using that shade as her transition color, and I'm also working that in the front of her brows to help contour her nose. Darkening up this eye look just a tad with the new Persuasion palette by Bolive Beauty. I'm using the shade Caramel and Chocola to darken up her eyes just a little bit. And for her liner, you already know how we feel about liner in the waterline. I'm using the Gel Liner by Inglot shade 77. I'm using a lip applicator to apply her gel liner because it's sanitary and quick. And then I'm adding eyeshadow to the bottom of her eye, so that way it gives a nice smoked out natural look. So here's my favorite part. I'm taking the gel liner on, I can't remember what type of brush this is, but this is like a liner brush with a thin tip. So I'm taking that along her lash line basically, and I'm dragging it out up to the end of her brows, and then I'm taking that same brush that I use for her eyeshadow at the bottom, and I'm just fanning it out and dragging it out as if it was like a smoky wing. And I wanted to get a little dramatic with this eyeliner, but I didn't want to go too crazy and then I mess up, because one thing about black, once you mess up, like, that's it. It's kind of hard to come back from messing up with black shadows and black liners and all of that stuff. After that, I am taking the shade Pearl from the new Persuasion palette, and I'm adding that to her tear duct, so that way it gives like a nice pop to her eyes. And I already put on her lashes too. You already know for lashes, the quick and easiest way to put on lashes is to apply the glue to the waterline or to wherever you place your liner, and pop the lashes on. Super easy, super fast. So I'm taking my foundation brush and I am tapping away that setting powder that we left from carving out her contour. And as you can see, like, it's melting into her skin. Like, where's the line? Definitely y'all should use that powder. And I'm going back in with that Morphe palette to reinforce that contour, and then I'm adding blush on top, and this is the pink shade blush. I can't remember the shade, but I really love that palette, so I'll have it listed in the description box so y'all can check it out. I'm using my MAC foundation powder, and I'm tapping that all in the cracks of her nose, because sometimes I feel like you forget to get those areas, and that'd be like the area that creases up the fast. So you want to be sure that you set that area. And I'm adding it to her under eyes just to make her under eye pop a little bit more and also give a smoothing effect. Alright, so to set her face again, I'm using the Milani setting spray, and then I'm going to wipe off her lips with the Micellar Water, so that way her lips are free of makeup, and we can go ahead and start applying her liner and her lip gloss. You should already know what kind of lips we're doing. I do overline lips on all of my clients. Like, it's my favorite thing to do, and I feel like my clients like it as well. So we're overlining the lips. I'm using the Morphe lip pencil in the shade Trendsetter. For her lip color, I'm using the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Cozy. That is my all-time favorite lip color. And as I'm applying that lip color, I'm also blending out the liner, so that way it looks a lot smoother. And then I'm adding lip gloss on top. I can't remember the name of the lip gloss, but I'll find it. I know it's by Morphe, and Morphe lip glosses are really good. It's either Freebird or it is Saturn. I think it's Saturn. But yeah, and then I'm going back in with the liner just to reinforce that line a little bit more to make her lips look plump. Y'all, she is really feeling herself. Like, I love it. She is so pretty. I added a little bit more blush just to make her cheeks pop just a little bit more. But yeah, the look is coming out really nice. I'm also adding some highlighter. I can't remember the name of the highlighter, but I know it's by MAC. I'll find it. Like I said, everything will be listed in the description box, so you know where to go. Right back in with the Milani setting spray. I'm trying to get this look to look soft and dewy. That's why every time I go on with powder, I go back in with the setting spray. Another favorite of mine is mascara. I love mascara for the bottom lashes because it pops out a lot more and it definitely completes the look. And we are done, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching this tutorial. Leave me a comment, let me know how I did, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.